We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cowboys will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, Davis.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big. And too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They keep attacking through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped him.
And he'll be brought down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but unfortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. So Oklahoma State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Cowboys in the hurry-up. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Quick completion on the out, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game.
Gonna take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Baldwin. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've
all kinds of running room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, looking again to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working that left side now. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Using his feet. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab over the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. They're getting this guy lathered up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Unloads it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down.
The expressway is wide open. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little time. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle, and with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Coming out with it, it's Combs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10.
42 Spiders.
He wants to throw. He finds his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's going to pass. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback.
Snags it on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They've got time. They've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create.
He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Baldwin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got him downfield. And they're able to get him down. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Wide open downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need...
What a cut! Now he's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening. 1st and 10 from the 20. And they get the sack just like that.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
He's got it on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Pollard, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a... They're trailing by 6 to Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his tight end. Delivers the stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. On second down, wants to throw it. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Combs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. They'll try the right side. Shows him the stiff arm.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds the tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow,
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 84 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. First down to start the drive after the break. Thrust that arm out. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now,
and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
and when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And they swarm him under.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Tripped up for the tackle. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Yeah, you can tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
It's complete to the left. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baldwin. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. A run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting.
Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the league. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick. And not only do they try it, they get it.
He wants to take the top off. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. Finds a crease at the 20. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation.
Sends it downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
A first down for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. And it's caught inside the 25. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
42, Spider.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Get set, get set.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll take a shot. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what